What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Back again, third night in a row. This time, it's all about the Wrestling Wire. We're going to talk about the latest and greatest of what's going on in professional wrestling today. And I say we because I got a co-host somewhere around. I don't know where he is. Is he here? Is
Your
he not?
co-host with the most, your Tio Mas Divino, always looking so fino. Leave here live with Ron the Saint with my little water, with my little H2O, some high quality H2O, triple filter, delicious.
Man,
Mm.
not all waters are created equally. We have
No,
discovered this.
as
They're really
scientifically
not.
proven, that is a fact. That is
Yeah,
true. Did you know you
because
could hear the difference in water temperature when you pour it in your pores?
when you pour it on
Yes, when you
you,
pour water in general, like into a cup, when you pour water into a cup, you can hear the difference between hot and cold water.
okay, now does it matter the type of cup?
No, just the temperature of the water. You can determine the temperature of the water by how it sounds when you pour it.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to hear a difference if you pour it to a glass cup versus a solo cup.
Well, true, but it's the actual just pouring of the water in general. Some science
Okay.
for you. Learn something here.
I don't know about all that. I mean, maybe. But anyway, you know what else is scientific? What's scientific right now is the amount of releases WWE just had. It's crazy. I just
Scientific? I
sent you
wouldn't
the
say
list.
scientific. Yeah,
I,
I saw the list. I saw a post earlier today. It's been the major thing that everyone's been talking about today. Um,
yeah,
Surprising, not surprising. It is with a merger like this. It's not surprising with the merger
correct.
happening.
That's what a lot of people fail to realize is that um, here's the thing. Just because the company made money with the purchase, it didn't mean that these careers weren't already on the chopping blocks. Uh, let's be real. Aaliyah was in a tag team with Raquel and lost the women's tag titles like a year ago. We ain't seen her since, I don't think. Not that I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Ziggler, I haven't seen Dolph in months. Shelton, I know it's been a couple weeks since I've seen Shelton. Elias ain't been around in months. Rick Boogs was injured,
Yeah, but
come back,
that was
went
that was
away.
surprising even for me too that Elias got let go.
Yeah, I
You know,
look. All right, out of the list we got. So what we'll do is this. I'm gonna take the list that I have and drop it in the comments for everybody to see, as well as we'll go over it. That way everybody knows kind of where we are and they're all with us as well. Like here's the comments for this is what we got for everybody that was released. Okay. Mansoor. I'm not surprised. The dude wasn't a bad wrestler, but his gimmick with him and Mace was kind of over when the blonde left and she went with Chad Gable and the big boy Otis, right? That's where she is now. She's over there. She's not with them no more. Um Alexa Scrap, I think she was a developmental talent down in NXT. Okay. Dabakato, he's been on and off the main roster twice. I'm just, you know, the guy's been up and down. Never, I don't know, did he ever have the chance to develop into a star? Was he just not performing and growing as a star? And, these are the things that we can't see because we're not there. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that we can't see because we ain't there. Um, you've got, like I
mhm.
said, Mansoor and Mace.
That's a lot
What?
of behind the scenes. Surprising, makes sense. Uh,
Yeah, we can't tell what's going on back there. We can't see what they're, whether they're not they're growing in their role in the ring down at NXT. We can't see this. There's what 3 to 5 rings at the Performance Center. God knows how many studio booths for working on your promos. We don't know the work that's going into it. If you believe that just being in the gym is going to get you a deal and get you on TV, it might get you started, but it ain't going to carry you long. You got to have some ability. You
Mhm.
got to have some ability. Uh,
It comes down to talent, wrestling ability,
right,
charisma. There's some great wrestlers that have great wrestling ability, but just didn't have that charisma to be over, and that was it. You
right,
know, you got to have that sticking power.
right. That doesn't apply to every name that was released either. Y'all, people definitely got to relax because I'm not going to sit here and say that I think I can name some more deserving
No, not at
people
all.
who should
No.
have been released because it's never that. It's more. I'm surprised that X, Y, or Z is still with the company. That can be a
Hmm.
conversation, you know. But let's
Yeah.
keep going with this list here. You got Ulicia Leon. She was another developmental talent. Kevin Ventura Cortez, another developmental talent. Daniel MacArthur, another developmental talent. Here's a big name for you: Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
20 plus
That's what's
years in the
surprising to
business.
see.
In my opinion, that's a big loss on talent. Is him and Dolph Ziggler are the two biggest losses on talent. Um, I'm
Agree with that, definitely.
surprised. I'm surprised Riddick Moss, Mustafa Ali, and Rick Boogs were let go. I think that all three of them had serious upside potential for. All right,
Great potential.
Blue Sky, upside, uh, marketability, the ability to make money. I'm making sure that everybody quantifies the terminology that we're using here. Um, but those three guys had tremendous upside. Emma wasn't bad, but she wasn't drawing anything. And it's not, you can't just always say, oh, well, she wasn't given the opportunity to draw. Yes, she was. She was put on TV, she was put in high profile, and what happened?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm just saying this crowd didn't work with her. She did decent in Impact. She did fine, and she did all right in Impact or wherever in the hell
I,
else she
I,
was.
she has so much potential. I think she needs to rework and really kind of find herself. And I think that she was given a spot, and I don't know. I feel like they had something there, just didn't take. And sometimes that happens. It happens.
Right. Um, Quincy Miller, I'm not bothered. So Quincy was charismatic as hell, but and the gimmick wasn't bad. It just didn't hit. Like it got some attention early on. It had that same kind of that flair of like Velveteen. It had that same kind of like panache on it, that spin on it, like a early Gold Dust. But the hit that didn't last. It wasn't like a lasting impression. It
Yeah,
was
and
hot
that's a
and
good
then it
way.
was
Who do
not.
you think? Who do you think that was on? Was that on the talent itself, or how the promotion itself was trying to push that idea? Who, who do you think that falls on?
Oh, it's got to be the talent, and I'll explain why. Because look at Patrick Clark. I mean, Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream, in my opinion, even with the drugs and all the other bullshit, he could probably get a phone call today and go back. You want to know how I can say that could happen? Because Matt Riddle is still there. Tell me I'm wrong. Other than the fact, I mean, they were trying to wasn't Velveteen Dream was let go because of something about a kid that was turned out to be false, right? That's what happened there. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Velveteen Dream
I
was
would have
let
to check
go.
into that.
It was like a kid text thing, but it wasn't really a kid, or it wasn't really him, or something. I don't remember. But they just let him go because it's like, oh God, we can't have this shit. You're right, you can't have this shit. Too many promoters get away with it. In
Hmm.
our area, this shit happens. On
Way
the
too
East
much.
Coast, this shit happens. Yeah, way too much. Way too much. There was look. I'm gonna let y'all
Another
in
one
on.
surprising for me was
Oh, go ahead.
Cedric Alexander. Was another one.
He
Yeah,
was. He's. I didn't write his name down. He was released? Hold
No,
on.
you did. No, you didn't. But yeah, he's one of the ones on the list. I'm looking it up as we're speaking. Somebody just dropped it in our wonderful roundtable group chat of podcasting teams that we have here. Yeah,
Wait a minute. Yeah,
Cedric Alexander is
that's
also
a new
confirmed.
one for me then. Cause um that's not the one that I didn't get that one. I got Dana Brooke released. That I understand. Not not to be a dick, but like I get it. She just wasn't drawing much. And now her in ring, in my opinion, her in ring stuff wasn't doing all that well. Uh, yeah, Elliot Popston dropped that in on us. Elliot, man, I'd love to see where
Yeah,
that information came from. I would love to see where that came from.
yeah. Shanky was
Look,
released.
hold on. Other than Dolphin Shelton, nobody
Yeah.
else to let go can go to the Indies and draw a dime. Wow. I
Mm.
Hey, look, all right, Baron Corbin right now is cheap on NXT, drawing heat. He's a toaster oven on NXT right now. He is a cheap method of heat on NXT. That's what he is. WWE had 100 employees lost their jobs since the merger, and there
Mhm,
is major
mhm.
cuts to the rosters as well. Yes, these happen. That these things
Yep.
happen. Um, WWE is and always has been a
Dana
revolving
Dana Brooke
door.
was also released. I think you already have that. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have that on
Dana
there.
Brooke. She did not. She did not surprise me by being released. And I'm not saying I was
Mm.
behind her 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I was like, come on, man, give her a shot, give her a shot, give her a shot. They gave her a shot and she blew it. They
No,
gave her
and that's the
multiple
thing, sad part is
opportunities
like,
and she just couldn't get up to that level of performance. She really had to be working with a really talented wrestler to really put on a good match.
mhm.
Great, fantastic body on her. No joke. Marketable as hell is what that means. Money, marketing. That body was worth money. No joke about it. Sex appeal, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. That body would have made money anywhere else. She was like a better in shape Trish Stratus. She had more muscles than Trish. There you go. But she wasn't as good in a ring. And that's the issue. There has to be a level of it. Oh man, that's actually a funny fucking comment. That's funny. Look at this. There's only room for one Dana in TKO. That's good. Dana White, Dana White. That's good. I give you credit, Jason
True, true.
Nugent, man. That's awesome. That's hilarious.
That's win, but okay.
Uh, okay, whatever. Harry says insane things going on in the wrestling world, gentlemen. Dude, there is. Elias will be over. Dude, Elias, I think could do a little bit of drawing on the indies. Just a little. I'm not going to say a lot, but he could draw some. I think. Um,
I think he could. He definitely
I was
could.
actually having a conversation with a promoter friend of ours down in Georgia.
Mhm.
Um, and he was like, I don't know how many people they would draw. And I said, here's my issue. I said, I want you to name a handful of talents because everybody's going to be chomping at the bit to get Cedric Alexander. Right. Not wrong. Now I want you to find me a list of talents that a promoter that we know would have the ability to pay Shelton for and put them up against him. Now you got to name them talents that are actually on that level that you think would actually go in there and could keep up with him. Go ahead, I'll wait because that's a really short fucking list. It's going to take you a long time to figure it out. Man,
Mm.
Shelton Benjamin is that talented. It's going to be
He is.
very hard for people to
He
beat that.
was very underrated, man.
Dude, he
He had
was.
such a great run, and I think a lot of people agree with me that he's one of the many talents that should have had a title run. One,
Oh, I've
like
said that as
of
well.
that list.
I've said that as well. He definitely could have.
Could have,
but
should have, twice
yeah,
even.
I'm gonna go with twice. That mark or that spot with him and Shawn Michaels will live forever. The super kick will live forever. And now, Bill Hazelwood put an explanation up. Let me clarify my statement. I have an indie booking formula I go by. Their fee versus the additional fans they would have to draw to pay for themselves. All right, you're not wrong. It
That
would
makes
be
sense.
very hard for, you know, a lot of places that, you know, we know in this area. Because former WWE employee, guys like Dolph, Shelton, it's going to be very hard for a lot of places to book them because they're going to have to bet the house on that. They're going to have to put up the house. They're going to have to put up the farm. They're going to have to put up the car to get them boys in here and then hope to hell it pays off. Uh, all right. At $10 a ticket, let's say they charge you $5,000. How many tickets you need? You want here, look, we'll do it together. There's this wonderful gimmick called a calculator. They got them on these gimmicks called smartphones. Most of you bastards have them. But at $10 a ticket, and we're going to divide that by $5,000, $5,000, $5,000 divided by $10. You got to have 500 people come in. Now I want you to show me indie shows that are running at 500 people. Right, exactly. That's 500 additional fans to break even.
Yeah,
Exactly.
additional fans to break even.
Additional
It's got
on
a math
top
right.
of.
It's got a math right.
If that math ain't mathing, why are we booking? I
Ooh, that to be on a t-shirt. If it ain't mathing, we ain't booking.
so I'm a all right. I've tried to be cool about things, and there's just some things I gotta be honest with y'all with people about. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in on one. About 8 months ago, I was reached out to by a newer startup company, and they were like, "Hey, man, we really want you to come down. We appreciate what y'all are doing. Yada yada yada. What's it going to take for you to come here and work for us?" And I gave them. I said, "Hey, look, before I even talk to you about this, I said, what kind of numbers y'all drawing?" They were like, "Oh, we're bringing in about 80 or 90 people." I said, "My man, look," I said, "unless the rest of your roster is working for peanuts and you've got 6 and 7 matches, you don't want me there. You're not going to make any money. You're probably going to lose money if I show up." They were like, "Oh no, we want you." No, no. Here, let me tell you again. Here's what my trip's going to cost you, and here's what I'm going to cost you for the time I'm there. Now, what do you want to do? They said, "Yeah, we appreciate you being honest with us. We'll wait a little bit until we grow our fan base." Company's out of business now. Company's out of business already. Didn't
Wow.
even last a year. Didn't even last a year. They're out of business due to a scandal, but that's a whole nother ballgame. So that's one. Um, and that was not in the Carolinas region. That was the other way. This was further south. So anybody out there? Oh, I know who you're
Okay.
talking about. No, you don't know. You don't know. Just relax. There's that. Then there's a lot of people don't realize, man. Everybody got to make money doing what they're doing. These cats don't travel for free, man. Do you know what it costs to travel like that? It's every bit of $500,
Yeah,
if
it
not
costs a
more.
lot. Shit, I could tell you.
And then it's a hotel room on top of that. So now you're talking $500 to $750. Sometimes you're talking $1,000 because some of these assholes don't want cheap rooms, and they want room service. They want to be flown in and wined and dined and all that shit. Man, you're talking a lot of money. Hey, look, Bill, you can go up if you want, man. I follow you. What are you talking about? I follow your market trends. Now, the only thing I don't like, Bill, about down here is this. I really don't like when people spill the
Right.
beans about prices. That's the only thing I'm not a big fan of. Now, if
What do
just
you mean?
take I had somebody years ago. I don't know when the fuck it was. I had somebody bitching to me about what Bill was charging. And I'm like, fuck you telling me for? I'm like, I don't, so I'm telling you what I'm gonna charge. Why are you telling me what Bill charge? I don't fucking care what Bill charges. That's not my business. If Bill wanted to tell me that, that's on Bill. That's a Bill and Ron conversation. That's not a you conversation.
Yeah,
I don't care what that is.
true,
That
true.
promoter was
Okay.
trying to get me to drop my price because of him. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. That ain't how this works, man. That ain't how it works. And I've yet to deal with them because I felt they disrespected him. Because for all intents and purposes, and for until I'm done with this shit, Bill's been a mentor to me. I'll never deny that. I am not going to deny that Bill Hazelwood was a mentor to me. And I don't have a problem telling anybody that neither. But it's funny. Exactly. Look at this. God's been booking me 4 years and drawing big numbers.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
had a problem with my prices. Exactly. We don't worry about the rest of the shit. I don't worry about the rest of the shit. I'm just being for real. I don't worry about it, Bill. But look, let's get back to these names. Because we weren't done yet.
Let's get back to the cheese man. Let's get back to the cheese man.
Like I say, we were talking about Quincy Miller. Look at how well Velveteen Dream got over. They were behind him. It's not the gimmick, it's the talent. In my book. That's my opinion, though. I could be wrong. Dana Brooke, we already talked about. That's definitely the talent. It ain't the look, and it wasn't a gimmick. It was just a talent issue there. Elias, I feel so bad about that one. Dude, I loved Elias. I thought he had a great look.
I thought it was great.
I liked the rock
I
and roll
liked it.
Jesus thing.
Rock and roll Jesus.
Dude, I really did. That's what I felt like. I felt like he was like the next real good iteration of the honky tonk man, except not a jobber.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Before I hurt anybody's vagina and they have to go get fucking Vagisil from the store, I mean enhancement talent.
God.
Yeah. I'm on a whole new level of pissed off tonight. I really am. It's been a long day. So when the releases and shit started happening, it just kind of added more piss to my Cheerios. Okay, that's what that is.
More pissed. Oh God.
Yeah, more piss in the Cheerios. That's what that was. But dude, let's see here. We talked about Elias. Ziggler's the killer. Ziggler is the big killer for this because I think he had the most upside out of everybody. Former world's champion, good wrestler, great worker, phenomenal sale, killer promo. Did I like him when he first came on the scene? Hell no. None of them cats from that goofy ass troop of cheerleadings. That shit was
but to see him come from that to where he is now has been amazing.
Yes.
I think he's also the one who's been underrated and underutilized and was not really given a real shot.
I'm not going to agree with that at all. I'm not going to say he wasn't never given a shot. That's bullshit. He was the world's heavyweight champion. He had one of the best cash-ins of all times against the dude I really can't say. I do not like Alberto Del Rio for anything on this planet. Whether it's wrestling or drinking or anything, I don't like that guy. I don't like him as a person. I don't like him as a wrestler. I don't like him in the ring. I don't like him. He is taking up valuable oxygen for the brains of people on this planet, in my opinion. That's me. I don't like Alberto Del Rio. Never have. Talented wrestler? Yeah. Absolutely. Still don't like his ass.
Garbage. Yeah.
He is a trash bag of a human being. Absolute abolishment of what it means to be a human. Horrible person. Fuck that guy. Anyway, um, so Dolph Ziggler had that cash in. That moment was huge. That was money. He had to run with AJ Lee. He had the title back and forth with Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan back then. Dude, he had great defenses. There was a lot of strong with him. He was a solid heel chicken shit champion. He did it way better than The Miz ever could. Sue me. He did it way better than The Miz ever could.
And Bill Hazelwood with the comment here saying that AEW is also not renewing contracts.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
AEW probably, I doubt you see AEW pick any of these people up on full-time deals. AEW finally got smart with their money. They stopped pissing it away. I don't know where that company is as far as red and the green, because I'm not that tight with them. You want to go learn that, you need to go look at like Brandon Thurston on WrestleNomics or some shit, because that dude knows the money and all that stuff. He's like super good with that shit. I don't know it, but I know that they were hurting over a lot of things, and one was their contracts.
Yeah.
2 was the video game. The video game was a huge hit to their system. And hold on. Did you guys, and I'm going to check to see if it's real right now, as a matter of fact, for our fans, there was, that game dropped in price like big time. So I'm checking to see if it went. Okay, so it's not on clearance. It dropped to $40 instead of 60. Okay, that's understandable. When did the game come out? Just a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
So it dropped to 40 instead of 60. Okay, that's normal. That's not god awful.
Yeah, kind of, if you think about it. Yeah, within 4 months it drops down from 60 to 40. Unless there's a sale going on, that may say something.
I mean, WWE
not that quickly.
It's not. It's still at 53. On the PlayStation 4, it's $40. PlayStation 5, it's 45. Xbox is still 60. And then $54 on Xbox Series X. That's fucking backwards. I don't know. That's, this is Walmart we're talking about, so it's hard to say. But I just was like, man, I had heard that it dropped. I had saw like a clearance picture. I think it was photoshopped, but it was like AEW's Fight Forever with a $19 price tag clearance on it or some shit. I think it was bogus, but still, it was one of those things where you got to investigate it for yourself to know, right? So I went and looked.
Yeah.
Right. Dolph Ziggler was the biggest loss in my book. Aaliyah, once again, ain't been on TV in about a year. She wasn't a bad wrestler. She had bad luck. So that's kind of that. Mustafa Ali is a huge hit in my book. Another big hit. I think that obviously the upper echelon of talent that was released, Shelton Benjamin and Dolph Ziggler. Both of those guys were legit amateur wrestlers as well. Champion level amateur wrestlers as well. The only one who could ever go toe-to-toe with Brock on a mat was Shelton. I don't remember what happened with him and Kurt, but I know that Shelton put his ass on the floor shooting. So, and they were just fucking around and shooting and still put his ass on the ground. That's a big deal. That next level to me, though, is Mustafa Ali, Riddick Moss, and Rick Boogs were the 3 next that had really good upside. Mustafa Ali being gone, that's a hit. That's a big hit, because I really felt like he could have done something, but they just didn't have the proper place for him. This whole thing he was doing in NXT, I would have been fine with seeing him take the strap from Dom. I'd have been fine with him going back to NXT. But is that where his heart is? Is that where the money is for him too?
Yeah.
What's the deal here? Then you've got, like we talked about Emma earlier, Riddick Moss, Madcap Moss, Riddick Moss. Upside, had a good look, wasn't bad in the ring. I felt he had got the crowd behind him, but I just don't know if he got enough of the crowd behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are you feeling about that one?
I'm gonna have to agree because I liked him, but he just didn't get that pull from the crowd, and I think that's what's sad to see about these talents. Great talent, great wrestling in ring talent. Just didn't get with the crowd, which sucks because I think he had potential.
Right. That's exactly my thing. I
I
agree.
think that you could say with that a lot of people on this list, honestly.
Now, I'm going to disagree because of this one is Rick Boogs. The crowd loved this guy. Super over. Playing the guitar for Shinsuke. I mean, like, I can't believe they let Boog. Fantastic look.
Yeah.
All right, here's my thing. I would have liked to see a fatal 4-way match with Mustafa Ali, Riddick Moss, Rick Boogs, and LA Knight, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd have been a good matchup. Ali with some high flying shit. Ali and Ricochet could go for days and everybody be entertained. Jake Paul or whatever that dipshit, Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Which one's the one that wrestles? Logan? I don't know. That one, the one that wrestles, I think it's Logan Paul.
It's
Garbage ass energy drink selling motherfucker. Him and Mustafa Ali could have had some good moments in the ring.
Just they could have had some good moments. Actually,
Yeah.
speaking of moments and news, as of today, WWE is going to be SmackDown is going to be heading to the USA Network, so we're going to be seeing wrestling back on USA Network as of next year. So they just
On Friday?
it's part of so yeah. I don't know if it's State Friday, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, today's announcement noted that USA Network is currently home to WWE Monday Night Raw and WWE NXT, which will continue to air on USA Network through September 2024.
And through September 2020. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, well, that's the thing. So they got their money out of Fox.
Mm-hmm.
There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
it's out of Fox, and then it's just moved from Fox back to USA. We're watching
Okay.
was Raw and USA, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, Raw
yeah,
and NXT or
it,
USA.
yeah.
I mean, shit. Okay.
It only makes sense. I mean, why not have it all on one network, right?
Well, so here's the thing. Peacock is owned by NBC Universal,
Mm-hmm.
which if you want to follow the money, go on up. It's owned by Comcast, the cable company. That's who they own NBC or NBC owned. Anyway, Comcast NBC is all one thing. Universal is all one company. So it's a subsidiary of a holding company of a shell corporation. When you follow the money, it tells you what's up. Now, with all them being on Peacock, if they're gonna put all that shit going on Peacock, the streaming network, like the next day or the day after, bro, for anybody who doesn't want to pay for cable television service, the Peacock thing for a couple bucks a month becomes really valuable. Then you get to watch
Mm-hmm.
3 wrestling varieties for one subscription fee, and it's a couple bucks a month instead of $60 a month plan. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm not against it. I also saw that the Hulu deal was up in the air.
Yeah, that's also yeah.
So, well, here's the thing. So Hulu, let me let me really dig this hole deeper for you guys. What the fuck happened there? I think David just shit the bed. I'm gonna really dig a hole right now for a bunch of people who don't understand like the business end of this shit. Check this out. Hulu was divided amongst three. It was divided into thirds as far as property wise, money wise. Here's the fun part: Disney agreed to pay Comcast for their end of it. That number was $27 billion for a third. $27 billion for one third of Hulu. That's a third of Hulu. Disney had agreed to pay that for Comcast. Now, y'all may remember, especially people that subscribe to Spectrum cable services, Disney and them just had a spit over the money. That was because Disney wanted like $2.2 billion a year for their channels, right? Because Disney needed that money to pay Comcast for their end of Hulu. Now, Hulu going away from WWE, you're starting to see the lines get divided even deeper. You feel me? It's going to happen. What's going to happen is all these big ass entertainment companies are going to be like dropping out on their own, trying to own content and sell content. The big boys who've already got their network set up, Max, if the Max AEW deal is for real, fuck, dude, that's huge and great for them because Max has already got a huge subscriber base. People already love that shit, and they already paying for that shit. So that's good marketing for AEW. Disney, if Disney bought something, I don't know. Let's say Disney buys TKO. Don't tell me it couldn't happen because Disney bought Fox. Don't knock me. Don't knock me. Because look at the current, bro. You're not seeing the whole overall thing. Right now, you get Disney, ESPN, and Hulu for one fucking fee. And it ain't that bad. That's pretty good stuff. Even though now ESPN's kind of in shit water because of the NFL being on YouTube or whatever. That's a whole nother ballgame, though. That's YouTube acting like a provider. This game of chess ain't over yet. This is just the beginning of this game of chess. I'm telling you what I know. Be surprised that Disney doesn't own a cable provider in the next 3 to 5 years. Own the whole thing. Like they sell internet in 3 to 5. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you, don't be surprised. You watch the market trends, you see this shit coming, dude. I'm telling you see this shit coming. All right, let's catch up on comments. Kylan Dizzy said, Bill Hazelwood talking about booking fees. Have you heard what Nick Aldis wants for a booking fee? A lot. Let's see here. Elias is telling everyone at WWE to walk with Elias. Well, he didn't walk. He didn't walk. He was escorted. There's a little difference. He might have been thrown.
Sorry, bud. He was walked out.
Yeah. AEW is also not renewing contracts. There we go. You actually mentioned that earlier. Out the door together. Hey, man, look, I ain't worried about that. And neither are they. I had this conversation with a lot of people. You've heard the greats say it. And hell, I said it in my office today, because I was talking to a former leadership that I was under. And he was asking me about the wife, asking how she was doing and stuff. And I said, listen, man, I said, everybody got to learn a valuable lesson when they come to this company or when they go to any big corporation, whatever the case may be. And he said, yeah, what's that, Ron? I was like, the greats have said it in wrestling forever that you can either make friends or you can make money. And I'm going to tell you flat out, there ain't a damn thing out there, a damn problem out there that I can't solve with money as fast or faster than I could solve it with friends. And I love my friends. I really do. But there ain't a damn thing on this planet that I couldn't solve quicker with cash. Now that's solving problems. That's not about the rest of
Hmm.
life. That's
Hmm.
just solving problems. I've turned into a cold-hearted prick. That's what it boils down to, Dave, and I'm sorry.
You sound like a dick, but it's fine. It's fine.
The reality, the world has made me this way. The world has made me this way. Man, the person that you trust the most in this world gone from you for over half your life? Fuck. Yeah. Uh-uh. The people that were behind you while the person you trusted the most on this planet was still breathing are now no longer behind you and now talking shit behind your back. Oh yeah, it's gonna make you an evil dick too.
I can see. I can see where you can get your jadedness from. You know what? I get it. I get it. Been there, done that.
That's
I've been there. I
yup.
get it. I
And
get
I've
the frustration.
never stopped. I once that switch flipped for me. I wasn't going back. It's easier this way, and I'm happier this way. I'd rather be a dickhead than a fucking sucker. That's it. I'd rather be somebody's asshole of their story than I would be the sucker for the punchline of their joke. Dead ass
Yeah,
serious.
because you've been hurt.
That's
I
hey,
mean, it's all becomes
there's
trust.
a
Yeah,
life lesson in growing up for anybody who needed it. But anyway, look, I think we've covered all the releases, man.
I think that's
I think we got them
most of
all.
them. Yeah, and just other breaking
Oh,
news that's coming out as it comes out.
Top Dollar. Look,
Yeah,
when he went up and over the rope, fucked up, and almost killed himself. Yeah, Bubba, you done. You're done. I'm sorry, you're done. You became a meme. You didn't become a meme on Titus worldwide level. You know what I'm saying? You didn't become a meme because you tripped
yeah,
and fell. You became a meme because you can't do that. And then they had him run like he was going to do it again, and then he goes, "Wait, no, 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 no," and it just made it a parody of it. Wrestlers will tell you, the old guys will tell you, man, you never stay in it long enough to become a parody of yourself. That's what the Undertaker's biggest fear was being a parody of himself.
really.
Dead ass. Didn't you watch that long ass series they did, the Last Ride series or whatever?
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah,
said it
that you
on
mentioned.
there.
Yeah,
Man, that was a great series. You know, God help this next generation of professional wrestlers, because I don't know where you're going to find, leadership in the back like you had with Taker. God help you.
yeah,
I really do hope guys like Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and a couple of those guys like that, even Cody Rhodes at this point. I really hope that they put that locker room behind them and help develop them because it's going to be a hard couple years. It's going to be a hard couple years
yeah. They're gonna
with the
need
changes.
like locker room leaders to kind of help rebuild and build up. Yeah, especially with the changes that have just happened. It's gonna wreck the locker room.
Oh, dude,
Affect it.
they talk about
Wreck it, rather.
morale's at an all-time low. Stephanie McMahon leaving was a huge hit because she was apparently getting that locker room. The locker room was loving being at work, and now here they are again. And Stephanie wasn't doing them no favors. She wasn't sugarcoating shit. She wasn't. She was just taking care of business. Is the difference? It's
Yeah.
crazy, man. But we were talking before the show too. Huge. There's other big news going on in our area, or going on in the area of professional wrestling. We were talking about last night's Dynamite Grand Slam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, did over 900,000 views on the ratings. So that's good. That's closer to a mil than they've been for a hot minute. Now, we did have firsthand reports given to us that the stadium was less packed than it had been the last couple years. Now,
Mm-hmm.
less packed is however you want to analyze that statement is how you analyze that statement. But when a man who was sitting in the fucking crowd tells me that there was nowhere near as many people in the building as there had been, and he's been to both of the other ones, I'm going to tend to go with him over somebody saying, well, the pictures show different. And worry about your pictures. I'm worried about the man was in there. Told me the truth from what he saw. You know? Um, I'm still all kinds of happy. New Ring of Honor World Champion, Eddie Kingston. Way to go.
That's what I wanted to get to. Yeah, I knew you were going to bring that up, and I knew you were going to be excited for that because you got to tell me what this bet was because you were mentioning cigars last night.
So I think I was on air. I think I was. I'm pretty sure it was my show. And I think I had Chris Burton on. Whatever, and we were talking, and I want to say like they had said something about Eddie Kingston's never draw, and I was like, Eddie Kingston will be a world champion in 2 years. I put money on it. If AEW is smart, they will put a world title on Eddie Kingston in the next 2 years. Because I saw the rise coming. I saw that wave going up. I saw it in advance. I saw the crowd getting behind him. Now, he got in trouble for a pissing contest or punching Sammy Guevara, which he probably deserved getting punched in the mouth. I don't like Sammy's ass neither. I'm pretty sure he deserved it.
He
And
probably did something.
he probably said some smart ass shit to a man that you're not going to say smart shit to. Eddie Kingston ain't one of these punk indie kids. Eddie Kingston's a fucking man from New York, from the Bronx or wherever in the shit he's from. He is not from the nice ass area. He's the open your mouth, my fist goes in it area. That's Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston, like I say, he deserved to win a world title. I made a bet with Chris Burton. I said, here's the bet. The loser has to buy their choice of cigar, meaning, their choice, their primo cigar that they will smoke, and give one to the winner. That was it. It wasn't a big the cigars I smoked up to $18 a piece, maybe for some of them. On average, it's like $9 or $13 for most of the cigars I smoke. Upwards of 18 on occasion. So we weren't talking a big bet, but it was just the fact of a bet was made between men and gentlemen work on. You know what I'm saying? It's a gentleman's respect code. A bet was made. Now, I think Brino Royce got in on this too. I'm pretty sure he did. I just don't remember how it went down, but he was like, oh, I want in on that. And so I won cigars by about 4 months because the bet was ending in January 2024. So I got away with it that close.
Nice.
That was the bet.
That's one way. I mean, that's a great way to win some cigars.
It was like I say, it's just.
And you're right, and and he's one of those talents that finally glad that he got that moment, man. It was awesome. I had to go back and like, oh, you kind of ruined it. Spoilers, but it is what it is. So I had to go back and watch the match, and yeah, man, that was
definitely.
awesome.
And him and Claudio, man. I mean, look,
oof. Dude,
it's crazy. He power bombed him to get the win. It's crazy. It's still cool that he beat Claudio, who a lot of people said should have been a world champion in the E.
Yeah.
Over, yes. Draw, no. There's a difference between being over and being a draw. I'm sorry, but if you can't see that, you and Ray need to go hang out some more. Yes, his ass is blind. I don't know what else to say. Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara last night. Okay.
Just okay? Really?
So,
Just
all right,
okay?
all right, hold on, hold on. They pulled the Jericho gear Jericho wore 20 something years ago against Michaels is what inspired Sammy's tights. And he was wearing the light up jacket. So he was
Ah, I
being
love that jacket.
the Jericho from 25 years ago on WWE. And then at the end of the whole thing, Sammy and Jericho hug, and Sammy kicks Jericho in the balls. All right, then. I mean, it was almost point for point as what happened with Jericho and Michaels 20 something years ago.
So, so you're saying it was just kind of like a rehash of the last matchup that they had.
It,
That's pretty much what it was.
I'm not going to say it was a direct rehash. I'll put this. It paid a lot of homage to it. It paid a lot of homage to it. Bro, we spent the first hour talking about the releases, my friend. I'm gonna have to ask you to please go back and rewatch the first hour because the WWE
Yeah, wow, you
releases.
missed it, bro. You late.
Yeah,
You
he
about an
said. Look,
hour
he
late,
even
my
said, "I'll
guy.
wait to the party, guys." What's going on, bro?
You
We
missed
spent the
it.
whole first 50 minutes was nothing but the releases. Like, oh my god, yeah. Could someone do the Daniel Garcia dance on stream? Thank God, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what the Daniel Garcia dance is. I'm game with not knowing. I'm good. So, David, take the llama and go like this. And that's the Daniel Garcia fucking dance. That's it. If David picks up the llama and goes, yeah, 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 that's the dance. It's over. But yeah, the releases are insane. Only, all right, you had two
I
real
think you
high
watched
profile losses,
all.
three upside losses, and that's it.
Oh, it's all
Is that
in the
it?
hips. It's all in the hip. Yeah, yeah,
Is that the
yeah,
dance?
yeah.
What
Yeah,
you do? Go
I
look it
can't
up?
stand up at the moment. Well, no, he did it. He was doing the yeah.
You must have gone and
Yeah.
looked it up because I don't know what it was. But yeah,
I'm getting
we
laughed
all
at
understand
right now. And
what.
that's the dance. It's he gets up. He's like, yeah.
Oh look, you got Freight Train Jay laughing at you. He's smiling, green face, smiling. There you go. John Moxley and Ray Phoenix, and new international champion Ray Phoenix. So Phoenix couldn't beat Cassidy. Moxley beat Cassidy. Cassidy beat Phoenix beat Moxley.
It sounds like rock paper scissors spot.
I can count to potato. That's what happened with booking there, bro.
Yeah, the booking was a little weird. Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
Look, motherfucker. I can't get my shoulder that high. Not doing it. Booking is strange in AEW. Dolph Ziggler disrespected WWE. Whatever.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know either. I just Um,
Yeah,
Saraya versus Tony Storm. Uh,
Tony Storm, absolute sweetheart.
t- is she?
I
So she ended the match by. So here's the final sequence. Okay, Tony kissed Saraya, put her head between her legs, and power bombed her, or and pile drove her with a history of neck injuries. What a dipshit move that was. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't insult them for piss poor move decisions. Wasn't there a song called Protect Your Neck? I'm pretty sure that was a song, wasn't it? I don't know. I think it was. Wasn't that a Wu-Tang Clan song or some shit? Help me out.
Something
I
like
don't know.
that.
Protect your neck. I can't remember. Anyway. So pile driver, she kicks out, and then Saraya kicks out of that. Oh, see, it was Wu Tang. See, I was right. See,
Yeah,
protect it. Look at that.
Wu Tang's for the kids. Wu Tang.
It's for the kids. Yep. Um.
It's for the kids.
So Saraya kicks out of that shit, dodges the hip attack, nailed her with the nightcap, and 1, 2, 3 is over. I think the pile driver just turned me off. Yeah, I guess I got to deal with the fact that they got neck injuries and they're going to have to deal with this, and they're still going to have to take the moves. I just feel like certain moves shouldn't be a thing for certain wrestlers. Okay,
You were like,
okay,
it shouldn't be in their move set,
yeah,
or just
and they shouldn't be on the receiving end of it. Okay, here, fine. You want me to prove it to you? The Big Show should not go for a shooting star press.
That'd be amazing
Okay,
to see.
I'm good. We saw what happened when Brock Lesnar did it. And Brock Lesnar in a whole lot better shape. Brock Lesnar broke his fucking neck doing it. You see my point? There's just certain things certain people shouldn't do. I mean, everyone should have a super kick. Well, I mean, most of them can have, but they shouldn't have. Because it just makes it too spears. Certain people having spears is just dumb to me. Oh, you're saying Dolph was disrespected in WWE? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, under no, I'm not even gonna. I can't. He was a world champion. He had a great push. He had a good run with the title. All right. Here's the thing. Let's. I'm trying to find a way to make this comparison make it make sense. Let's say you got a bucket of candy. We coming up on Halloween. Candy works right now for this analogy. Okay, you got Twix, you got Reese's Pieces, you got Snickers, Milky Way, and give me one fucking more. Give me one more.
Well, whatchamacallit?
No, something good. The rest of my name: Snickers, Milky Way, Twix, Reese's, and Three Musketeers. There you go.
Three Musketeers. They're all right.
That's 5 quality products, right? 5 quality products. Okay?
Twix. You forgot Twix.
No, I said Twix, Reese's, Snickers, Milky Way, and Three Musketeers. Okay, 5 quality products. So if I tell you that Three Musketeers is out, quality product, most of the crowd going to agree with me that as good as he wasn't as good as them other 4. And now you have why Dolph Ziggler got released. Explained to you in candy. Because I ain't got no better analogy than that. I mean, I could try with chips, but chips is really fucking hard. Because chips people are really picky on. So,
this is true. This is true.
That's kind of my point. That's kind of my thing. Great talent, no denying it. But was he as good as some other ones on the top tier?
Burgers with chicken. Yeah.
Huh? No, you can't.
Or burgers.
No, you can't. You can't do that because different people are going to say different things. Like we go to a steak, like my wife and I go to a steakhouse, and she'll be like, "It's good. It's not yours, but it's good." So that doesn't work for me.
Oh, I get that compliment a lot too.
But what I'm saying is,
it's like
the audience isn't going to understand that reference. And if we said chicken nuggets, the problem with talking about chicken nuggets is because you've got people who are loyalists to fan bases or company politics.
I would
Say
say McDonald's has the better nuggets,
not over Chick-fil-A.
but
You're on drugs. Not over Chick-fil-A. Not even close. To be fair, KFC's new chicken nuggets are better than McDonald's.
okay, all right, yeah. See that
The
secret's kind of
worst,
like that.
the worst ones are fucking Burger King. Those things are atrocious.
Yeah, terrible.
They
I'll take
must have got
I'll
them
take the
bitches from the
Wendy's.
frozen. No, Wendy's are pretty good, dude. I like Wendy's
Yeah, they're
nuggets.
just I just think they're a little small. That's all. That's the
I
only.
I
only
agree. I agree. I agree. But well, hey, look, make that a bumper sticker. Explain to you in candy. Yes, make it a
Let me
bumper
explain
sticker.
to you,
Sell it.
Candy.
You have my permission. Look, Kate, because we're cool, 5% on the commission. 5%, just 5%. That's it. I don't need 10. I charged somebody 10 the other day. You 5 for you. Dolph could have been on top, I believe. Dolph's like double cheeseburger. You get it because you don't want the bland Big Mac like that. What? You are calling Seth Rollins bland? Drugs are bad, bro. What is your problem? That ain't even close. What's cool is this. I'll even acknowledge PWI for a minute. The top 500 was released. 1, 2, and 3 was the Shield. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, John Moxley. In that order. 1, 2, and 3. But Seth Rollins is bland. I don't think so. Look, I even got the laugh. I even got the laugh right. That's talent. That is talent right there. I am off the tree. No, bitch, you are on the trees. No. I see. Look, I just want 5%. I want 5% commission on that. When you make it a bumper sticker and you sell it, I only want 5% on my copyright. That's all I want is 5%. You get 95%. I just want 5%. Oh, whoa. Tom Clark has chimed in. What is up, dude? Let's see here. Being good versus being elevated are often two different things. Ziggler was consistently good.
This
He
is
did.
true. Yeah.
Everything asked. Yep. Could get over. Yep. I have agreed. I said he was a fantastic worker. I have done nothing but praise Ziggler. I'm just saying in my comparison, I used candy, right? I said Twix, Snickers, Milky Way, Reese's Cups, and the Three Musketeers. If those 5 are presented to you, you're probably going to ditch the Three Musketeers bar. Most people are because them other ones are just that much better. Explained in candy, Ziggler's the Three Musketeers bar. To me, that's the way I look at it. I think the guy's fantastic. I'm not happy that he's released. I'm not happy that Shelton Benjamin is released. However, when you're looking at budget cuts, I guess on this company or what they're doing with it, I have no idea. They're getting ready to hire a bunch of new people. They just brought back Nia Jax. I don't understand how this is a thing either. How are we bringing back that and releasing these? I think that Dana Brooke was more talented than Nia Jax. Emma was more talented than Nia Jax. Aaliyah was more talented than Nia Jax. I think that everybody that was released was more talented on one hand than Nia Jax. Personal opinion. Nia Jax is a draw because of size. She is a huge person in my book. That's where I'm at. I think that's what made her so popular with the crowd was the fact that she was a really larger person, which helped her character.
She's an Amazon, I believe. She's tall.
She is.
Pretty.
But the WWE also going to show allegiance to that family, the Anoa'i family, because she's part of that. That I think has got something to do with it. Does it smell a little funny that The Rock showed up?
I see what you did there. It smells a little funny. little funny.
I think it smells a little funny that The Rock came back and now she's back. I find that just a coincidental, just a little bit coincidental. Yes, I do. I think that's a interesting coinky dink for people that don't know. I really do. What is this? You know what's funny is when Burger King says that we rule, but we still can't get our way. Dude, their food to me is just not there. Nia Jax will do nothing in WWE. I'm not going to argue with Josh on this. I don't see her doing anything of merit. Um, I don't understand what this is or why. If they hold on now, here's the thing. If they brought her back on a couple month deal, here's I do now have a use for her right here in my brain. I have a use for Nia Jax for the moment. If they brought her back to further legitimize how badass Rhea Ripley is, uh, here's the wallet. Take the money. We're good. I'm good. Take my money. I'm fine. If you brought her back to further elevate your current champions, you know, we good. But if you brought her back to actually dominate a division, trash cans over there. Actually, it's not trash cans over there, but you get my point. You can throw that idea right in the trash. Tom is. I know you watch a lot. I know you don't comment a lot. I do want to say thank you for
I
commenting.
appreciate. Thank you for coming. Yeah,
He's got some really objective opinions, and I don't agree with Tom a lot. I really don't. But I like talking with Tom because of point counterpoint. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if y'all remember listening to Michael Cole and JBL, their podcast, because they had a lot about politics and one was on the right, one was on the left, or whatever. That was good podcast. That was really good and entertaining stuff right there. I enjoyed it. Because it wasn't all about wrestling. The problem is she's bigger than all the women on the. My thing is, I think they're going to use that to make Rhea more legit or legitimize Rhea even further. I want to say that Raquel Rodriguez.
that'd be a good way to do it. But I mean,
my book, Raquel Rodriguez should have beat Rhea Ripley. But I'm down with her not losing the title right now. If I had to book out the next two champions, it's Rhea drops it to Raquel. Raquel drops it to Shayna Baszler. Those are my next two.
I think you need somebody. And that's why I kind of like. All right, cool. The fact that she's back and I think she's the only one who's legitimate look like a threat and push Rhea to her limits and make it look like a fight. Besides Shayna Baszler, her coming back, I think, adds a little something to spice things up finally because they needed it. Because Rhea, let's be honest, Rhea was going on a long win streak. They need something to break it up,
right?
And I think that's why they brought back Nia. I'm like, and for me, in my opinion, I think it was a great pick. Besides, wrestling crush aside, I think it's going to bring something to that whole women's division. And yes, and you're going to go like, oh, but she hurt people, blah blah blah. That was before. She's taken some time away. She's been training. It's yet to be seen. I still feel confident this is going to be a welcome addition to the women's division for her coming back.
I just don't see it. Hold on.
Yeah.
The Rock is back because he was on a commercial with Oprah asking people to donate for the fires in Hawaii, knowing they got millions they can give. What? I don't think that one correlates to the other.
But I can see his train of thinking. Like,
I get what he's getting at. I get where
to the Rock. That's chump change. That's chump change. He could easily. Oprah, most definitely. That's clearly that's nothing to her. She really could have just
it ain't shit
Here
to
you
The
go.
Rock either. But here's the thing. Y'all got to remember that there is a limit to write-offs. There is a limit to write-offs on your taxes. There really is. If you all right, let me help you out. Let me help you out. Let's say that
Oh,
you made.
he's helping me out now. He's
I'm gonna
helping
help
me out. All right,
everybody. I'm gonna help everybody. Let's say you made 50 large this
he's
year.
gonna he's
Say you made
macking again.
50 grand. I'm being generous for people. Let's say you made 50 grand. Okay. If you wrote off $50,000 in taxes and you made $50,000 that year, you're not getting the 50 grand back. It don't work like that. So The Rock can make millions, and his taxes will be cool. And say let's say he made $1 million, or we'll say he made $100 million. Now 30% of that got to go to taxes, so that's 30 million, right? You really think he could donate 30 million and get all that 30 million back? Because either way, he lost 30. Whether he lost 30 to the taxes, or he lost 30 and wrote it off and tried to get it back. Do you know how hard it is to get 30 million back out of the federal government? It's pretty bad. It don't work like that. It ain't that good. You can get some of your money back. You can't get it all back. You got to watch that shit. You got to watch that money. You really got to watch your money. He's not asking you to lose money.
I still say that Oprah could have done it herself.
Rock trying to play it safe. Oprah's a billionaire. He's asking us to lose money when he got more than us. He's not asking you to lose money. He's asking you to donate. All right. My friend, listen to me. Look at your pay stub. Okay. On your pay stub, you're going to see deductions where they took the money out. The government took their money out. So did the state. They took their money first. Before you ever got yours, they took theirs. Okay. Now, after that happens, if you take a bag of clothes and throw it at the Goodwill store and say, "Here, I'm donating this," they will give you a receipt, and you can tell them, "Yeah, I donated $100 worth of clothes." You just got $100 back by throwing a bag of your raggedy ass clothes at the Goodwill store and telling them it was worth $100. So now you got $100 that you can use to take off your taxes at the end of the year. You can in no way, shape, form, or fashion claim enough money to get all your shit back at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You can. Mm-hmm. The Rock's already probably done it. You got to be so goddamn good and smart when it comes to taxes and shit and law. Oh my God. Like, you got to have a business and you got to have write-offs for the business. And then you have to, all right, this room is part of my mortgage. So part of my mortgage come off my taxes. Then you got, I wear these clothes. Okay. My clothes go in the washing machine. The washing machine's my electric. The shit I buy, detergent. The car I drive, the gas mileage, the tires, the maintenance, the upkeep. All that stuff is a write-off on my business. This computer that I'm sitting in here on, I just got this bitch. That's a write-off. The one I travel with, that's a write-off. The shirts I bought and sell at these events, that's a write-off. On top of selling them, they're a write-off because they were a business expense. Oh, the bag that I put my gear in, the container, the plastic container that my shirts are in, write-off. The food I eat from the time I leave my house to go work a show, write-off. The cigars I smoke with people at shows, that's a promotional tool, write-off. It still ain't going to equal all the taxes I pay in a year.
Because you'd be realistically doing business meetings with them.
Yeah, that's business meetings. The planner I write down the business meetings in. The book that I write this shit in. That's a write-off too. It doesn't matter. All your clothes, everything. Yes, charity is a write-off. Charity is a write-off. But what I'm saying is that he can't donate all that money and get all his money back because he's already probably donated a shit ton. You see what I'm saying? He can't donate enough to save their asses. That's what I'm saying. He can't donate that much because he won't get it back. The numbers. Bro, all right. I don't know how to explain it any better to this guy. You got any ideas on how to explain that better?
No, no, I have an accountant who deals with the monies. Miss Kate deals with all that. So yeah,
See, I deal with all my own. I deal with all my own. Now I'm probably gonna, hire an accountant after this year. Just it's getting to be a fucking headache. So,
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I can't explain it with candy this time, Kate. Oh, okay. Okay, actually, I can. I can explain it with candy. So when you take your kids trick or treating, right, and then you take the dad tax, right? You took the dad tax out. So they had 100 candy bars and you took 25. I don't have any visuals, and you took 25 candy bars out of that 100. All right, you took 25 out of that. That was the dad tax. Because you took them candy bars, could your kid do chores to earn them candy bars back? Yes, they can. That's how they can get. That's their write off for taxes. There you go. That was the best it was. Their friends are in the same boat, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All these rich people ain't rich because of this. Kevin Nasta chimed in. He's not allowed to handle money. Right. Right. Jay, I love you, bud, but until we get you straight on taxes, big dog, we can't do this. Look. My man is on it. My man is on it right here. 10% candy tax, just like dogs get a cheese tax. I don't even like dogs, but he's not wrong. I don't like animals. I barely like people. And Cliff with the pun of the night. It's a sweet deal either way. Fucking guy.
It is.
Oh my God. My feelings on Dolph Ziggler being released. Bro, go back to the first hour of the show because I covered it then. We covered it all about then. But look, great
Not late,
talent.
bro.
Sucks he was released.
Really, guys? Like, do you not pay attention?
Well, I mean,
My goodness.
Joe was probably doing his thing. Bro,
Oh, all right, sure.
I charged for this, but okay. I gave you
This is
free
a whole
lessons
seminar.
tonight.
This is a $50 seminar. You're all taking
It
advantage
is.
of Ron. I do not appreciate it.
It is. No,
Pay up.
well, see, I wanted to get
Cash
this
out.
set up with Bill Hazelwood and another person. I need like three. I think it was like Michael King, Bill Hazelwood, and me, and I was just going to be the organizer, and like the guy who runs around with the microphone, but I wasn't going to answer questions and shit. But I wanted to set up a seminar called "The Business of the Business: How to Make the Most Money Off of Your Dumb Shit." I need a better tagline, but it's something along them lines. Because if these wrestlers knew how to write off their mileage, write off their car, and write off all this and write off all that, their money would go that much further. I wouldn't give a shit about taking a $50 booking that cost me $100 to go across town, So it cost me $100 to get there. I made $50 off the booking, but then I sold shirts that I already wrote off on my taxes. Money. You see it? It's money. That was easy. Oh Christ, Cliff.
Why you talking like it's hard times, baby?
Fuck.
That was easy maths, baby.
Oh man. All right, look. So we've talked about AEW. MJF retained against Samoa Joe doing some dirty shit. Yeah, we know. Yep. Becky Lynch, NXT champ. Well, it's good. Okay, that's good. That's going to draw more eyes to NXT. Man, put me on game. Okay. I'll work out a deal with you in time. I'll figure this out. We'll sit down and figure out a way to make this work. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and holler at some stuff. Let's go ahead and do the thing that we do at the end of the show because I'm ready to go. I know you are too.
All right, deuces and good night. Buenos nachos. Is that
No,
what you mean?
not that part. We gotta promote the local shows first. Peckerhead.
All right. Well, I got a list of stuff, but I would do that on my own.
I was
the
about to
weekend
say if
rundown.
you
There's
got the
so many
list.
shows.
No,
There's
you
I
got a
got,
list
like,
of shit that you're promoting for free. You will definitely do that on your own. I don't do the free shit.
It's not for free. It's not for free.
No, the
We gotta
shows aren't
inform the
free, but
people.
you're promoting them for free. That's the difference. Look,
No, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about, and that's why we don't talk about them on air. Because guess what? There's no chisme in the advertise. Okay.
True.
All right. Then.
Yeah, Firestar. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. But I actually sent you the poster for that a while ago.
When?
That's this weekend. Why are you laughing? It's true. That is this weekend.
I don't think you sent me the poster for it. But anyway, just remember, guys, take over this weekend. This weekend, that's September 23rd, the Welford Pavilion. We'll see you in Welford, South Carolina. Bunch of people going to be there. It's going to be an awesome show. Once again, Welford, South Carolina. That's on
Intense Action Wrestling is running it back this weekend, this Saturday in the DMV in Manassas at the Boys and Girls Club in Manassas, Virginia. Come hang out. It's going to be an amazing show. Lots of action. There's going to be a pre-show. Be there live. Win some prizes. Win some stuff. Come hang out. It'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
I wish we had the other poster for that, but it's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Hold on. I did mess up because there's another show on the 23rd. That's this weekend. Total Carnage XWW going to Matthews, North Carolina. You've got Money Enterprises versus Cam and Jordan for the tag titles. You've got Sephiroth and Bobby Valentine for the U.S. title. You've got Lil Panda and Saeed Al Sabah for the internet title. Singles match, D'Angelo and Ian Maxwell. Something. Alan Angels, Manny Mack, and a 20-man battle royal for the XWW.
Hey, Cliffy gets his own poster? That's awesome. Yep. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
For the heavyweight title.
You, Cliffy.
And a triple threat for the XWW TV title, Luke Fury, AJ Myers, and Kay Holiday. That is going to be this weekend in Matthews, North Carolina. So 3 kick-ass shows just talked about coming up this weekend. We've got XWW also presents Blood, Sweat, and Tears 4. That's a pay-per-view coming to Lenny Boy Brewing.
And that's not this weekend. That's next month, October 7th. UPW presents Uncensored, which is coming back to Raleigh, North Carolina. Be there live. I won't be calling the action, but I will be doing a pre-game, pre-show party. That's what I'm going to be doing. A pre-game, pre-show party with your tío, Mas Favorito. David's going to be there live. I'm going to be having some interviews. I'm going to have people come on. You know, we're going to have a couple of pre-matches too. So what better way to get the appetizers out the way, but to hanging out with me? You don't want to miss out. It's going to be an amazing match. 7 matchups. You have the Alex Kane. You have Tim. You have Brutality Inc., Amira Rose, Gabriel Kai, Bojack, all that and more coming to UPW. You can still get tickets. Tickets are still available. If you use promo code Estacado, you should be able to get some monies off of those ticket sales. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And I'll be posting in a bit about some of that too. So yeah, be on the lookout. Don't miss out. That's next month. That's not this weekend, but still.
That's correct. That was October the 7th. This is also October 7th. We'll be going to Silva, North Carolina. Heroes to Legends Wrestling presents the 3rd annual Shop What a Cop. All the proceeds hook up the children in the area who really struggle during Christmas time with affording Christmas presents. So that'll be a good turnout and a good event. We've got Superclass coming October 21st. We've got interviews, matchups, and everything else coming up for this one as well. We will definitely cover more of that including a King Enterprises International Special coming up as well. October 28th, the Haliotsko Memorial Cup. This is the 8th annual one. All proceeds go to Hospice of the Sacred Heart. This is an event I am happy to be a part of. And guys, cancer's a real big thing with me. I'm always down to support a good cause, and this one is a fantastic cause. Halloween Massacre Part 2 benefit show for Ian Maxwell. Sunday, October 29th, Monroe National Guard Armory, Monroe, North Carolina for XWW. And that's it. That's all we've got on there for tonight.
I'll go through some later, but that's me.
You will, yeah, you're gonna do your own thing later. Yes, we know. Now the one for Firestar is another ball game. I'm grabbing that one. That's this Sunday. I'm grabbing that now because I just got the message. Because yeah, I promise you I didn't have this beforehand. I pay pretty decent attention. Oh, and you add it after I go get it, Peckerhead.
Look at that. Isn't that right? Slamfest at the deck. Ladies and gentlemen, Firestar has moved to their new location, and they are going to be here live for Slamfest. Doors open at 4 p.m. Show starts at 5 p.m., and they're going to be at Jamestown, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss out on that. It's going to be a fantastic show. Look at that card. You got the Mad Dog. You got Manny Lowe. You got Duke O'Connor, Amir Rose. It's going to be an amazing, amazing matchup. Some of those matches have already been discussed and shown off, but the reason why I'm showing off because you can still use promo code last name Estacado to save 20% off of tickets there on this and any other future Firestar show live there. For anything else, use the last name Estacado, my name, promo code $20. You want to save $20% off? Do it. Use the code.
Yeah, save 20%. Save 20%. All 20%? Tickets are $20. Save 20%. For the love of God. Don't tell them they're going to save $20, dickhead. You ain't letting them in for free.
20%. 20%. We're not going free. There's no free. 20% off. Use promo code Estacado. Save some monies. Go to an awesome wrestling show. Support indie wrestling. Support local indie wrestling. Yeah. Have a good time.
You guys be sure you look for Davin's weekend rundown Orama, sponsored by Overdriver LLC. Because he's going to run down all of the indie things that are happening this weekend, not just the ones that we're a part of and paid for. Because if I ain't paid, I ain't playing. That's how we do business here.
Well, that's how he does business. But if you want promotions, reach out. If you want to be promoted, we save up the rest of the week available for you guys. We use our platform. We use our brand to put your promotion and your talent over. Why not? Reach out to us. We have the rest of the week here available to you guys, giving you an hour or more slot to talk about your promotion, your talent, and what you're doing for indie wrestling.
Yep. All right, folks. It's been a great show. We went right at that 90-minute mark. You know, that's that sweet spot for a podcast is that 90-minute mark. Okay, for a guy that's gone over 4 hours multiple times, I'm telling you, the 90-minute mark's pretty fun. I promise you that. The 90-minute
What kind of
mark's
pills are you taking?
None.
Okay. All right.
None.
I'm taking the ashwagandha. Yeah.
No.
Anyways.
Nah. I don't mess with that.
Anyways, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a good time. I don't know the thing he says. You do the thing. You say the thing.
Well, folks, it's been real. It's been fun.
There we go.
And hell yeah, it's been real fun. We'll see you next time. We'll see you at the Indies, thus proclaimed.
Buenos Doritos, Buenos Nachos, deuces.
I'll see you. I think we need to go with yours first and then let me do the closing.
No, I like mine. Buenos Doritos, Buenos Nachos, and deuces. We're out.
Yeah, you can do that, and then I'll do the rest of it. We'll do it. We'll switch the order next time.
You're just dragging it out now. Just